this what we're going to be discussing in this video, but I do hope for those of you that clicked on that the information I'm providing is insightful and that you enjoy it, and that this video answered any questions you may currently have. For those of you who are subscribers, this may feel repetitive or redundant because it's echoing a lot of the things I've talked about in the most recent videos from this year regarding weight loss. I'm actually filming this on Halloween. I put out some candy. I actually ate some candy I put away from my own little stash. And you're probably thinking, can you do that and still lose weight? Yes. I'm finishing up my second bottle of water. This is 32 ounces and I try to drink 2 a day. So even when I have my 20 ounce, I try to drink 2 a day. And honestly, some days I only get one 20-ounce water bottle worth of water in. I still take that as a win. I think any amount of water you consume is a win. And that's quite literally the first point I want to hone in on. You need to be drinking water. But obviously, the beauty of having a recyclable, reusable water bottle is you can take it with you anywhere. There's often water refill stations at multiple places. You wouldn't be wasting your money buying disposable water bottles. I even know people who've bought in a water bottle and then just kept refilling that water bottle. The next tip that I cannot stress enough is getting sleep. I'm personally finally getting sleep. I have really struggled with this and I wish I was better at it, but my goal is starting tomorrow, November 1st, for the winter arc, is getting up at 6 a.m., going to bed by 10 p.m. Not getting into bed to watch TV or a movie at 10 p.m., being in bed by 9:30. So if I do accidentally fall asleep like I did last night, but it'll be intentional because the goal is to be in bed by 10 p.m. The fourth thing I cannot stress enough is caloric deficit. I did not know anything about the science of weight loss when I was doing this the first go round. And while yes, I was losing weight, I wasn't knowledgeable about what I was doing. So when I fell apart or when things started to go wrong, I didn't understand why things were going wrong. It's why I actually have gotten down to 200 pounds. And I started at 215 at my highest when, again, I was just at a low point. And before that, I've never been small. So when I was in high school and even middle school, like my entire life, I've always been bigger. And so my highest weight before 215 was 195. And then who knows, maybe second puberty had an influence in that, but it became 215. And I found myself in this non-ending cycle of I can't seem to get under 200 pounds. What's wrong? What's not working? The difference is, since I decided to make this change and started my 6-month glow up back in June, the end of June, I began to calculate, okay, what should I be eating? And every week I aim for anywhere between 1,200 to 1,600 calorie diets. And even when I was looking at the calculator and it broke down with my caloric deficit calculator, because I did both, yes, anything between 1,200 to 1,600 was within a caloric deficit of my TDEE, but the caloric deficit calculator gave you different numbers to aim for. I'm still seeing that success because I'm, again, following the literal numbers that were created as my guideline. So to recap, calculating your TDEE, which I even recently redid because I'm losing weight and I want to stay within the TDEE of whatever weight I currently am to prevent plateaus. But then also, if you're not maintaining, looking at a deficit or a surplus depending on your goals and literally following those numbers. Now, the calculator I used, which I'll put in the description, did give suggestions of, okay, this is to maintain, this is to lose weight, yada, yada, yada. But the same website, I believe, their caloric deficit calculator is what gave the schedules of regular, maintaining, major, extreme. Last point I want to talk about is exercise. It all depends on what your goals are. And I also would say you need to do what feels good, but not when you're in the mood. So you need to be disciplined. Discipline is a trait that it's like a muscle. You have to build it. And there's a bit of respect that comes towards people who are disciplined. Discipline, I feel, goes hand in hand with exercise because exercise is, if you treat it as a lifestyle trait, not something you're going to skip, not something you're going to feel, oh, I don't need to do this. It's more than just aesthetics. It's more than just how you look. There's people I know in older age who hurt all the time. Walking is difficult. They can't take the stairs. Just doing the bare minimum exercise for me is not just, oh, I want to be a size 0. It's I want to be able to get to my 50s and still pick things up and move and do things and be adventurous. I don't ever want to lose my ability to do the things I love because I wasn't taking care of myself when I had the most agility to do these things. So just finding something that you know, no matter what, this is what I'll do. Maybe not even every day. I'm someone who likes to work out every day, but some people are like 3 days a week. Other people say 5 days a week. Whatever the schedule is for you, you have to have the discipline to stick to it and give yourself that non-negotiable. Okay, maybe I don't do leg day, but I still run a mile. Or maybe I don't do abs. I still do the bike for 45 minutes. Whatever it is for you, have the discipline and do that exercise or that movement every day. It doesn't even have to be at the gym. It could be a YouTube video. It could be a walk at the park. It could be anything. While I believe I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. My goal is to incorporate more week in my life, eating like this or doing these exercises to just spice things up. Again, it's still going to be within my deficit, or it's still going to be the same level of activity I do anyways. Just fun ways to incorporate this journey into my channel that I think you all would be interested in. I am additionally, just like this video, going to do those check-ins with, okay, I've hit this milestone. This is what I'm doing. But as you can see, nothing's really changed. Still aiming for sleep, even though I've been bad about it. Still drinking water, even though I've been bad about it. Making sure 80 to 90% of the time I'm eating in a deficit. Not succumbing to eating out, which, full transparency, lately eating out has grossed me out. So I can't even eat out because just the idea of ordering the food makes me nauseous. So I'm like, let me just eat the meal prep. Let me not even make myself upset by ordering the food and then getting sick. And of course, sticking to some sort of movement. As I've said, lately it's been 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, an hour on the treadmill at speed of 3, no incline, and then I either go to a yoga class with that, or I do some sort of free weights or just body weight exercises. So a plank or a squat with a kettlebell, a squat by itself, and doing that based on whatever target is for the day. So core, arms, legs, sometimes full body, but I will be redoing my winter arc, so maybe I'll do a video on that if you all want it, just going over what my winter arc consists of. Again, I do talk about that in the video that actually went up today, which was the Important Love Blessed episode for October. And I hope this helped. I hope this gave insight, and I hope for anyone who may be like, I don't know what to do, this is your starting point. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, as well as liking or disliking the video. Click subscribe and the bell, that way you are notified about every upload on this channel. And as always, you are important, you are loved, and you are blessed. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to share with a friend. And until then, be safe and take care.